Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another video here from the beautiful city of Brasov, Romania. This is my first time in Brasov. I haven't really done anything here yet. We arrived late in the night last night. Honestly, I don't know what there is to eat. I know there's a lot of fancy restaurants and we might end up actually eating one of them to get a taste of what traditional Transylvanian food is like. But hopefully that's not going to be the case. That's not all we're going to be eating.
One?
And strudel, stuffy. Alright, first stop of the day, we've come to a place known as Petru. Now, Petru is a traditional pastry shop since 1939. That's right, 1939. I mean, that is almost 100 years of history. That is pretty insane to me. And what are they famous for? They're famous for their pastries. I've gotten two. I've gotten a kofrig su strafide, I think that's how you pronounce it. And I've got a strudel su mer. Remember, mer is apple here in Romania, so this is an apple strudel. Curious to see what an apple strudel tastes like here in Romania. So I want to compare it with what I had in Hungary, what I had in Slovakia. But of course, let's first try it with our famous sufreg, the little like donut thing, not a donut, but like a bagel thing. And you can see it's got sugar, it's got raisins on top. It looks really, really good. Let's go ahead and without further ado, let's try it out. That is delicious. Super crispy on the outside, very nice and airy, bready on the inside. The best part I like about it is that it's very crispy on the outside, not because the bread itself is crispy, but because the sugar on the outside sort of has caramelized over and created this beautiful crispy layer. It's not too sweet. You've got raisins that add a little bit more sweetness. The bread itself, not sweet. The dough itself is not sugary or sweet. It's actually a little bit savory, a little bit salty, but I love the texture, the contrast between the crispy sugar coating on the outside with the raisin, of course the soft bread on the inside. And what's even surprising is that they have raisins inside the bread too. They have raisins that are not just outside it, it's not just coating the bread, but they also have raisins inside the bread. And that makes a beautiful, beautiful, delicious combination. Next up, apple strudel. You'll know what an apple strudel is. If you've seen my videos, you should know what an apple strudel is. Let's go ahead and try out our first apple strudel. Absolutely. That is where it hits. That apple, beautiful, caramelized on the inside, very, very soft. I love how the pastry is very flaky. It's not as doughy or not as bready or not as cakey as the ones we've had in Hungary or even in Slovakia. This one is a very nice, very crispy, very flaky, almost like a puff pastry, like a French croissant sort of type of crispy pastry on the outside. Apple likes it really, really nice, really, really nice and gooey on the inside. You love that gooiness. So it just melts in your mouth. Total price of all this was 8 lei. Very, very affordable. Very, very affordable. That's like $1.50, almost $2. But very, very delicious and a traditional thing. Like I said, it's been around since 1939. That's a lot of, like, 1939, World War II hadn't even happened yet. So that just gives you an idea of how old that place is. It's delicious and is right here on the main street, one of the main streets leading into the old town of Brasov. So very easily accessible, very delicious, and just a great breakfast, a great pastries to have here when you're in Brasov. The next place we visited is a place called Leson, which is, I think that's how you pronounce it, in the middle of Brasov, right in the center. I'm filming this afterwards because it turns out my microphone did not record for most of the rest of the day. So you're gonna have to bear with this as I explain to you all that was available at Leson. First off, this place is right along the middle of the plaza. So it's really, really easy to find. It's in the central plaza of Brasov, so the location is perfect. And as you can see, I'm sitting out here in the open enjoying everything that they have to offer here.
To drink, I first got a whole pitcher of lemonade, and let me tell you, Romanian lemonade is something that is actually incredible. They gave me a whole pitcher, and it was really, really affordable too. The whole pitcher was this really, really sweet but sour sort of flavor to it, and I love the sort of balance. It wasn't overly sweet, they didn't put too much sugar. Now, what did I order here? This one is very famous for their soups. And that day, I decided to get a bean soup in a bread bowl. And honestly, when it came out, I was just thinking it was just gonna be a bean soup. Nothing else, just a bean soup. But what I didn't realize was that there was so much more than just beans inside. They had carrots, they had different vegetables, potatoes, and most importantly, they had ham. And let me tell you, it may be a bean soup, but the ham was the highlight of the soup. It was really, really smoky ham in flavor. It was really juicy as well. The ham bits were pretty big. So overall, one of my favorite things to have in Romania. I would definitely recommend it. The bread soaks up all the flavor of the soup from the inside of it, but it sort of creates this perfect balance because you can use the bread to dip into the soup. I really like, I mean, if you look at the bread, it kind of looks like a big mushroom. It's kind of funny, but on the side they also serve a few onions, and I think that's something that they do to bring some fresh ingredients into the soup that they provide. It's a very classic Romanian thing, I think, to provide some onions alongside the soup. But like I said, the biggest thing for me, the ham, absolutely delicious, one of the best parts of the soup. I know it's a bean soup, it's not even a ham soup, but when it comes to the ham, that really is what set the soup apart from everything else. After lunch, we had to walk around the town, and I saw this lady in the same plaza serving up this little thing. It kind of was like a very airy nugget with a wafer on the two sides. It was really messy to eat. Like, I think you can see from the wrapper just how messy it was. I mean, it was really, really hard and difficult to keep it clean. And you can probably see here as I'm trying to eat it, like I'm getting it everywhere. It's really, really difficult to eat. But I would say it's a really, really good treat. I did see some other kids buying it as well, so I'm pretty sure it's a pretty classic Romanian sort of sweet snack that other kids have. So very local, very traditional, and definitely a really, really good snack to have after a long day walking around Brasov.
Well, as it seems to always be the case here in Brasov, it's raining again in the evening. It just tends to be a thing here, but I do know a place that's supposed to have some really good pasta, and they use some traditional Transylvanian ingredients, so let's go there and let's go see if we can get something to eat. But this rain, not working out very well. Alright, even in the intense rain, we do not stop vlogging here on this channel, and that is exactly what's going to happen. We're currently at a place called Nino, and they serve some really, really good pasta. And here I've got a beef pasta, but the reason I chose it is not only because of the creamy beefiness, but because they put truffles on it. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna scoop some pasta. I'm gonna really get that sauce because that is where all that truffle is. It's inside the sauce. And I'm gonna try it out. Let's go for it. Oh, that truffle flavor is incredible. You can taste that Transylvanian black truffle in there. It is delicious. I love the mushrooms. They're very thinly sliced. They're beautiful, but I don't think I've actually gotten any piece of beef yet, so I'm trying to look for some beef. I might not actually have any beef. I think the beef might actually just be in the sauce itself, but there isn't actual like beef chunks in here. But wow, the sauce, very creamy, very beefy. It feels like you would think that there's meat in here, but I haven't found any pieces of meat. For me, the truffle, you can see the little black specks. That's truffle. That's the traditional Transylvanian black truffle speckled all over the pasta. It is delicious. It's fragrant. The smell of it, it is incredible. But wow, what a delicious pasta dish in the rain. But I'm gonna finish this up, and then we are going to go and find some dessert here in the city of Brasov. But this is really good. Pasta, absolutely amazing. Well, I don't know if you can tell, but I am soaking wet from the rain. Dessert is a fail. I tried to go to some dessert shops, tried to go to some ice cream shops. They're closed. no business. The rain has ruined everything. So no dessert tonight, but what an amazing food day. I mean, starting off today with the sifreg, I forgot what the name is actually. It's the pretzel, the Romanian style pretzel, and of course that apple strudel in the beginning, the delicious bean soup, the pasta with the Transylvanian truffles just now, and of course the nugget, the delicious susifra, I forgot what the name is. It's the raisin one, the raisin nugget. Very interesting, very delicious, and a very good, fulfilling day for my stomach. I'm gonna end the video here. It's been a great food day here in Brasov, and we've got another video coming. We've got a couple more videos coming from Romania, so I'm excited to share that with you guys. If you guys have enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more food and travel videos. It's been a beautiful day, a delicious food day here in Brasov, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.